Okay, hello Algebra 1 students. Today we're going to be doing the order of operations. Now I know all of you have seen this before, so it shouldn't be too bad. So after you're done, make sure you check that you did the booklet. Go to page 4. So the order of operations, as we know it, is PEMDAS, right? We've heard the word PEMDAS before, which we also have heard probably to help remember. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. So we've seen that before. So P, if you remember, stands for parentheses. And what we mean is right inside the parentheses. You don't just do the parentheses, you do the operations inside the parentheses first. E is exponent. M, multiplication. And D, division. These are written next to each other because you can do them in any order. Once you see either multiplication or division, you do it from left to right. Same with addition and subtraction. All right, so I have 4 examples. So first, we want to do all the operations inside the parentheses first. So if we look, we need to do these operations all first. So inside the parentheses, we follow the order of operations too. So we don't have any more parentheses. We don't have any exponents in there. Multiplication and division, we have multiplication. So we're going to do 4 times 5 first. So we've got 3 plus 4 times 5 is 20. And the rest I'm going to copy because we haven't done anything with those yet. 3 squared plus 2 divided by 2. All right, we still have more to do inside the parentheses, so we got 3 plus 20, and that's 23. Now my parentheses are gone because there's no multiplication. After parentheses, we have exponents. We have 3 squared. That's this. So 3 squared is 3 times 3. So that's 9. Minus 9 plus 2 divided by 2. Multiplication and division, well, we have division, so 2 divided by 2 is our division, which is 1. So 23 minus 9 plus 1. And now we do our addition and subtraction from left to right. So we do 23 minus 9. 23 minus 9 is 14. 14 plus 1 is 15. That's our final answer. So you see how we followed it in order? Let's go to number 2. Parentheses, we need to do the operations inside the parentheses first. So I need to do 1 minus 6 first. I'm going to copy everything else down. 12 minus 4 divided by 2 plus 3 times, well, 1 minus 6 is negative 5. We remember that from our other lesson. Parentheses are all taken care of. There's no exponents. Multiplication and division is next. From left to right, the 12 doesn't have any multiplication or division. I'm going to copy. The 4 divided by 2 is division, so minus 2. And we have more multiplication and division, the 3 times negative 5, so that's negative 15 plus negative 15. Okay, now we're going to do our addition and subtraction from left to right. So 12 minus 2 is 10. 10 plus negative 15, which we could also say is 10 minus 15, is negative 5. There's our final answer. Next, there are some hidden parentheses in number 3, which you may not know are there, but because of this big fraction bar or division sign, remember those are the same thing, this numerator is all parentheses. We need to do that whole thing first. This denominator is also in parentheses. That big fraction bar are made understood parentheses. So we need to do the 5 squared minus 7 first. So of that, we have 5 squared, which is 25. I'm going to write it down here. 25 minus 7 all over, and I could do 1 plus 2 already because that's a different parenthesis. So 3. Again, we have these invisible parentheses, so we need to do the 25 minus 7 before we divide by 3. So 25 minus 7 is 18. 18 divided by 3 is 6. Now we are all done. Number 4 looks pretty complicated, but it's the same thing. We have some more understood parentheses. So in this case, we have this big radical bar, a square root sign. That is also understood parentheses because all of those things inside that square root need to be done first. So there's a big parenthesis, and that's understood to be done first. So this is actually something you will do. You're going to see problems exactly like this, and I think it's Unit 5, the quadratics. So I'm going to keep my -4 from right here. We didn't do anything with that. And then I'm going to start simplifying the inside of this parenthesis. So inside the radical, we've got -4 squared. Well, -4 squared means -4 times -4. So what that really means is a negative times a negative is a positive, so it's positive 16. So 16. Then we've got some multiplication. -4 times 12, or we just say minus 4 times 12. 4 and 12 make 48. 4 times 12 is 48. And 48 times 2 is 96. So, and since it's a -2, we have a negative times another negative right here. So this is going to be 16 plus 96 all over 2 times 12, which is 24. Okay, so again, order of operations, we need to do that stuff inside the radical first. And then I'm going to do my denominator right now because I can, because remember, this is a parenthesis, that whole fraction bar. So we need to keep simplifying inside this stuff. So I'm going to do 16 plus 96. So I've got -4 plus square root. So this is 112 over 24. Okay, I can't do anything more than that because I have a square root of 112. If that were a perfect square, we could have done more with it, but that's it. I'm going to leave it alone just like that. I can't do any more, and I don't know enough about radicals yet. We'll learn more about radicals later, but this thing we're going to leave alone. If it comes out nicely, fantastic, but a lot don't. So there you go.